Hey everybody, welcome to semester 2, quarter 3. I want to give a quick welcome video and a quick overview about what we're going to be doing this week, and basically for all of quarter 3. So first of all, the one thing that you want to keep in mind is that quarter 3 grades are going to trump all of semester 1 grades, okay? So it's really important that you just take quarter 3 seriously. And what I mean is if you didn't like your grade for semester 1, or even if you had a B or a C, if you get an A or a B, a higher grade in quarter 3, it's going to replace that semester 1 grade. So it's really important that we all get off to a good start. That being said, what we're starting in quarter 3 is a little bit more advanced because we're really getting into the crux of 10th grade math. So what do we do in semester 1? Well, in semester 1, we talked all about linear functions. And we laid a really good groundwork for what linear functions are. We talked about the graphs and how it's a straight line. We talked about tables. We talked about equations, y equals mx plus b. We talked about situations, right? Different situations that model a linear function. That was what our project was at the end as well. And what we need to realize, though, and what we're jumping into is that not all things in our world are modeled by straight lines, right? That's actually a very select group of things that would be modeled by a straight line. So how do we start to model things that are not straight lines? And that's where we get into what we're talking about in this unit, which is quadratic functions. And quadratic functions are the cornerstone of 10th grade math. 10th graders all across the country are learning about quadratics, and it is a little bit more advanced than linear, but we're going to see that there's still going to be a graph. There's still going to be tables. There's still going to be some equation. It's going to be weird looking. I won't even give it to you yet because I don't want to freak you out. And there is still going to be situations that model the quadratic graph. And the core of this is that they are both still functions. All of those things that we learned about functions apply to both of these. It's just these different representations start to take on different patterns and look a little bit different, and the math becomes a little bit different. So we're going to have a really slow roll into this on week 1. It's really important that you take it serious from the beginning, because laying a good foundation of understanding what is the difference between a linear function and a quadratic function is really important. And it's not a hard concept, but it's really important to lay that foundation going into getting into all of the math about these things, because otherwise just what you're doing won't make any sense at all. So take this first week seriously. It's, like I said, a nice slow roll. And if you have questions, if you're completing this at home without the help of myself or Ms. Polfleet, make sure you send us an email or come to office hours. If you are in class, make sure you're asking those questions so that you get those out of the way early on. Okay, go ahead and start this assignment. And if you need help, just let one of us know, reach out some way or another to get the help you need.